this is how we meet. Driver ed school, and I know McGrath's kind of crooked, the whole fucking thing. I quit high school. I'd see him at different football functions. I'd see him at different bars. He'd always give me a big hug. Then one morning he contacted me because a younger friend of mine cut his finger off, and we had to drive him to the hospital. And that's how I became tight with him. I went to the hospital that day, and we got talking, and he asked me about my mother, and if there's something he could do, his father, and this whole thing. And that was it. I knew he went out at night, and I knew he got drunk.
Yeah.
Fast forward to the day after graduating from high school. I got a call from Camel Bread, and he goes, come on to my house. What really happened was we robbed this dude, and we had this tremendous coke. And my buddy was in summer school, but to let him get out for the day, I had to go bribe the teacher. I knew the teacher did blow. So I called the teacher, and I gave him a piece of coke, and he said to me, no, do me another piece. Make me a 40. Let me get you on Friday. So I broke the piece. I go, just give me a 50 on Friday. It's Monday morning. We pull my friend from class. I blackmail the teacher, plus I give him a rock. He's hanging out with the Camel, so I know they're both partners. So on Friday, I call fucking T, and he goes, no, you got to collect from McGrath. So now, I had never, ever dealt in cocaine or money with McGrath. But now I'm out of high school. It's the third day out of high school.
Yeah.
He calls me up, and he goes, come over, I'll give you the fucking money. When I walk in, he goes, you ever do something with somebody else and you end up paying for it? That's what's going on here. He gives me the $50.
Yeah.
And I'm against my best judgment. I go, you know what, man? Did you like the coke? Just to clear the air that he did coke.
Yeah.
And he goes, it wasn't bad coke, but follow me to my room. This guy's a high school teacher, plus a football coach.
And driver's ed instructor.
And driver ed instructor. They give him 3 checks. Good, great guy. We walk up into his bedroom. He goes, close the door behind you. He pulls out his fucking sleeper, you know, the thing next to where you sleep, whatever that's called. Where
like the nightstand thing?
Nightstand. He pulls a mirror out of there. Then he opens up a fucking closet. He goes to the top of the closet. He puts down a fucking bag of blow like this big. And he opens it up. He takes a spoon. He lays some on. He goes, do some of that. Let me know what your shit was compared to that. And I did 2 lines, and this shit was fucking off the chain. And he goes, I don't sell it. He goes, I deliver it for a guy. He goes, I know a Spanish friend, but he can't go to most white people's houses. So I go with a suit on, and I go as a real estate guy, and I deliver an ounce or 2 at a time.
Wow.
And right there, he cracked me into what he did, but I still used to hit him up for blow all the time. But I was going crazy, but he was also going crazy.
Wow.
Like, he would call me up at that time and go, take my car, go down to Pathmark Liquors, and get me a case of Bud, 2 bottles of tequila, 3 bottles of whiskey. He was, you know, it was 82. Everybody was hiding. Everybody was doing blow. Everybody was looking out windows at that point. You know, some people weren't at that level. I wasn't at that level, but he was. But my most famous McGrath story is we robbed a gas station, and we had big bills, but $1,000 bills. Dollar bills, you know. So we owed him money.
Okay.
I owed him like $1,000, and I call him at 3 a.m, and he goes, "What the fuck do you want?" I go, "Mr. McGrath, hold on, don't hang up."
You're still calling him Mr. McGrath.
Yeah, Mr. McGrath, hold on. He goes, "What the fuck do you want?" I go, "I got cash for you." He goes, "Okay," and I go, "I need an 8-ball," and he goes, "300 cash right now. I can't front you." He goes, "You got any money to take off the tab?" I go, "I'll give you an extra 100 on top of that." He goes, "Done. Be on my corner in 2 minutes." First, he told me he had no blow. We're headed down to Jersey Shore. We're ready to fucking go. It's 3 a.m, dog.
Yeah.
We're juiced up. We got maybe a gram left. We're driving all night, and then when we land, we're going to a party.
Yep.
Maybe there's a guy down there with an 8-ball. We didn't know that. We usually just drive it down with us. Jesus Christ. I could have done 20 years for that shit in those days.
Wow.
And I'll never forget going to his house in the corner and giving him, you know what 300 singles looks like? We gave him 400 singles. No, and it was loose in a brown bag. So we handed it to him, and he's like, "Jesus fucking Christ, thank you." He went, like an hour later, I call him back. He's like, "You cocksucker. They were all dollar bills. It's going to take me 2 hours to count that fucking money." It was 400 singles in that fucking thing. Plus, we gave him those things to get across the Jersey Bridge.
The tokens?
Or the tunnel. In those days, there were booklets. You could buy a booklet. We must have clipped fucking 3,000 of those fucking things. I forget how many in that thing. It was a great summer. It was a great fucking summer, dog. Right after high school, great fucking summer.
Wow.
That's how you gotta live. I wish it would have lasted.